too thick. I think the 3 was touching that cushion, and that meant that the cue ball had to get to the bottom cushion, so he had to play it possibly with a little bit more speed than he might have felt comfortable.
Did the referee come up and have a look and say touching?
I believe so.
Yes, I wasn't really thinking along the lines of safety anyway. I was pretty convinced he was going to go for the bank, even though it was risky. But he hadn't left much there for Pagulayan, who's going to be playing a thin safety perhaps, trying to get behind at 8. And that looks very good pace judgment, just maybe a bit shy.
Even though he's got the 5 still as a blocker to the bottom left corner, Alex wanted that cue ball behind the 8.
Well, he was upset with that, Alex, just the fact of what it could mean to get a good safety. But it's not easy for folders to play safe here, unless he was to dump the 3 onto the 5 and send the cue ball across to leave the 2 balls opposite side of the table. That's about all I can see first visit with my pool head on. What else safety wise can he play? Some sort of stun screw, getting the cue ball back down the table. Oh, he's played the aggressive bank shot. Oh, and he'll be so delighted with that, and Pagulayan will come to the table bitter and twisted to get away with that.
Now that was a full throttle attempt at the bank shot.
With a bit of safety though, having said that. If he'd have played the bank shot anywhere near the pocket, the 3 ball may not have come down the table so far, and he did play screwing back to safety.
And Alex now has to try and weave himself out of this web, Steve.
Well, straight up and down, trust to luck. Would be nice to catch it and go behind the 7, but that's asking for too much. He's played the right pace for going behind the 7, and he's missed it, which is the most important part of the equation gone wrong.
Well, sometimes fortune favors the brave, and Foldez, I feel, being young, will opt for the aggressive option in most cases.
It's an interesting thought sprung to mind there. With all of these balls on the side cushions, if you were trying to clear the colours in a snooker game when they're all on the side cushions, it would be difficult, more difficult. But when the balls are on the side cushions in pool, it makes the job of clearing the balls so much easier. You have no balls to try and sort of hide behind, no balls that can get in the way. Balls down the cushions going very easily, as long as you treat them with respect and float the balls down the rails, give the ball every chance to drop into the pocket. So this is a virtual certainty.
Just wants to make sure and leave a nice angle on this 8 to bring that cue ball closer to the 9. And every chance here for Foldez to have secured his 3rd rack in succession. He won the opener, only to see Pagulayan come back with a 3-pack. Former world junior champion from Hungary has his nose in front in this one again. 4-3 over the defending champion. And he's got the break in rack 8. Steve, you said that he was a good player. He was in your group stages.
Yes, obviously you don't become junior champion without threatening to become a senior one. He's from Hungary and This is no pun. I bet he's hungry as well. I bet he's hungry for success. You know, like the country of Hungary is. They've known about snooker. They've known about pool for a few years. Eastern Bloc country. I haven't been there that often. I've been there a couple of times. If he can make his name in the world of pool,
to break, leading 4 racks to 3.
I should think he'll be earning a nice few quid from the game. Maybe being with the chance of Sports Personality of the Year if he can win this World Championship. Whether they have that programme or not, I don't know.
Four, 3 in front. The chance arrives for Pagulayan as we see the break. The wing ball has been going in with alarming regularity on this table. It's almost a given now. It's just a question of whether or not the players can control the one.
Well, even with the cut break, which I tried to employ, it was working most of the time. The softer break, but obviously Vilmos is a more proficient breaker of the pack of 9 ball. Underpaced there, but he may get away with it with the 6. I don't think that's how he played it, Jim. Things not going right for Pagulayan in the safety department here. And as he walked to the table, out of our screen, we saw just a sort of exasperated shrug of the shoulders from Pagulayan that once again his opponent has not played the best of shots and not presented him with a chance. So, does he play very thin off this one and try and avoid the double kiss, or does he go off the back cushion? There's your answer. How's the result? No good.
It was all about the speed. But another chance for Fuldez, and Pagulayan right now looking very unsettled.
Well, it's a tough game. He hasn't done much. He hasn't done anything wrong, has he? He's not done anything wrong. How can he look unsettled? He's just frustrated. But it can unsettle you, the game. It can drive you to distraction, I'm sure. Trying to guarantee to win matches, even in a race to 10, impossible to do. Especially in the World Championship, which is I think a fair test, but how long would you need for a tournament? How many best of to guarantee that the best player would win? You're talking, lock 2 people in a room for a couple of days to find the best player sometimes.
Well, we had a major shock in terms of upsets in the qualifying stages, and obviously with the shorter races, Alex and a lot of the pre-tournament favorites were relieved to get through, but former world champions Efren Reyes, Ralph Souquet did not survive the early qualifiers. And that a testament to how tough it is, how nerve-wracking it can be here in the round-robin stages of the World Championships.
Never a certainty which player is going to come through the pack and win this World Championship. The track record has been pretty good of champions from the past, but Thurston Homan was a relative unknown when he won. Earl Strickland won a couple of years ago. Efren Reyes won it back in Cardiff. And of course Pagulayan was expected to win it. I think at some stage he was an up-and-coming player. But it would be a surprise if the likes of Fuldez did win this tournament, but he's got every chance.
He's got a ticket, Steve. Just got to bring that cue ball off this 8, back down for the 9. And this will bring him to 5-3. Halfway home in what would be the biggest win of his young career. The defending champion is in